Start with Chris. Add a dash of sport, squeeze in some music, then shake, don't stir. And you've got the ultimate blend.
Esther Till I Die TV.
Bonjour, guten tag, hola, hello, how are we all? Welcome along to another Eurovision 2023 song preview. We are still making our way through the first semi-final, which of course will be held on Saturday the 13th of May at 8 o'clock live from Liverpool, and it will be on one of the BBC channels if you're in the UK. I'm not sure whether it's 2, 3 or 4. I think it's unlikely to be one, but you never know with the BBC. Song number 10 out of 15. So we are 2/3 of the way there with this one. And I wasn't sure what I was going to think about this one because we're talking Moldova. Now, I know what you're thinking. No disrespect, where's Moldova? Well, of course, you can see there with the map. Very much Romanian feel to it. Part of Romania, I do believe, up until recent history. I don't know the full history, and I don't mean to upset them. They may have been independent longer than that. I do not know. But the flag and everything leads me to think possibly. Right next to, obviously, Ukraine, who are going through their own hell at the moment. So what do we know about Ukraine? Well, they've made 17 appearances in the final. Yes, their first one was 2005. And since then, they were the first one, in fairness, which was, here we go, Zobd Si Zubd. And the song was Bunica Bate Doba. Yes, and anybody that knows me will say, well done, Chris. It was part English, part Romanian. Why couldn't they have named it in English? And it actually came second in the semis, and it came sixth, a creditable sixth, with 148 points in the final itself. And that, for the first entry, is not bad at all. So, since 2006, like I said, 17 appearances. They've got through to the final 12 times. And they actually came third, which is their best ever position in 2017, so not that long ago. They got 374 points under the new voting system, and it was the Sunstroke Project with Hey Mama. Thank you, Sunstroke Project. I see, that's the sort of names I can pronounce. They actually came second in their heat and then third in the final. In fairness to them, overall, they've not done particularly bad. Yes, they have failed to qualify 5 times, but let's take the blue-tinted spectacles off here, because if England weren't one of the so-called Big Five with the funding that we do, and it does keep the contest going, we would not have qualified a hell of a lot of times. Let's be honest. So 5 is not bad. Is not bad at all. And let's face it, we've come bottom a few times, which would mean that again we wouldn't have qualified. It would have to have gone through the semis anyway. So last time out, they came 7th. With 253 points, having come 8th in the semi-final. And guess who it was? Yes, it was our old friend Zobd Si Zubd. But he was also this time helped out by the Anderhov brothers. Obviously more than one of them. And Trientville, I think it is called. Again, part Romanian, part English. This year's, it's all been sung in Romanian. But they did go through a period from 2014 to 2021 where it was totally English. Before that, there were 1 year Romanian, 1 year English. So complete mix there for them. But this time they're going back to the native tongue. They're going back to Romanian. So, who is it, I hear you ask? Who is it, Chris? Well, let me tell you who it is this year. It is this gentleman. Yes, I know you can't really see him, can you? Here we go. Pasha Parfeni. Oh, not too bad. Pasha Parfeni. His song is Soarele Si Luna. Yes. Okay. Eurovision runs through Pasha's veins, having involved with multiple national final songs in Moldova, as well as representing the nation at Eurovision Song Contest back in 2012 when he came 11th. The following year, he joined forces with his wife Juliana to compose Moldova's entry Mia Oh Mia for Alonia Moon. Alonia had been a backing vocalist for Pasha in 2012, and this time he took to the Eurovision stage to accompany her on the piano. The lyrics of Pasha's 2023 entry, Soarele Si Luna, was written by his wife and Juliana Scutaru. Pasha is also known for his activism, using his music and performances to stand up for freedoms. Now, let's get to the song. This, if I was to say to you, what are you expecting? I imagine this would not be what you were expecting.
You didn't expect that, did you? Did you? No.
No. You wouldn't have expected what is coming up at all. It took me by surprise. As with all these songs, I have given it a few listens. This is going to be the third time I've heard it. Rather than just sort of judge it on one listen, although, the judges, as in the national juries, obviously hear it a couple of times because they see the dress rehearsal and if they've seen the semi-finals. But I do like to give it a few chances. Let's watch it, shall we? I will let you know at the end what I think. Like I say, totally not what I thought this entry would be. From the picture there, which is his photo for the Eurovision, and the song, it's got a very, very Asian feel to it. Bollywood, if you like. See if you agree with me. Here it is. It is Pasha, Parfeni, and Soarele Si Luna.
Codrurile confunzăteasă, cred că mi-am găsit mireasă. Nistrule cu apă lină, m-am pierdut și ea-i divină. I-am cântat eu doi nemulte până am vrut să mă sărute ea. Păi am cântat-o, am dansat-o în tot felul răsfățat-o. Soarele, soarele, soarele și luna, nopține cu luna. Soarele, soarele, soarele și luna, nopține cu luna. Cer cu stele I-am dat până 7 seară un inel cu piatră rară. Soarele și luna,
soarele și luna,
nopține cu luna,
nopține cu luna.
Soarele, soarele, soarele și luna, nopține cu luna. I-am promis miresii mele nunta sub un cer cu stele. I-am dat a 7-a seară, i-am dat a 7-a seară un inel cu piatră rară. Soarele și luna,
Soarele și luna,
ne-or ține cu luna.
ne-or ține cu luna.
Soarele, soarele, soarele și luna, ne-or ține, ne-or ține.
Ne-or ține cu luna.
Soarele, soarele, soarele și luna, ne-or ține, ne-or ține, ne-or ține cu luna. Soarele, soarele, soarele și luna, ne-or ține, ne-or ține, ne-or ține cu luna.
Nobody expects a Spanish Inquisition.
And I wasn't expecting that. I've done something that I haven't actually done in this series of, well, we've done 10, 11 if you include the UK. I've actually improved my vote. I was listening to that, because it is a song contest after all, without the video. So I was just listening to the music in the background while I was working on the artwork, and that's when I thought, oh, this sounds very Bollywoody, and it kind of tapping along to it, and I'd given it a 6 out of 10. Listening to that at the start and looking at it with the video, it gave it a completely different vibe to me. Yes, it still had that kind of feel, but not as much as the song on its own. So once you put the video and the song together, it gave me a completely different vibe. And I put it up to 7, but I've actually ended up, and I can't believe I've done this twice, I've actually changed my mind twice on this, and I'm going to give it 7.5, because I actually quite like that. I'll tell you what, that girl, oh hell, she was nice. What a fine pair of antlers on her, let's be honest. Yeah, 7.5. If you were to get that in the office sweepstake, don't be 100% disappointed. That could surprise a few. Could it win it? Yes, it possibly could win it. This is Eurovision. Look at some of the past entries. Hard Rock Hallelujah. I don't know. I don't think they won it, but who can we not forget the Russian grannies? Look, 7.5. I like it. It's been growing on me down that third showing. And I said I thought I understood it. Then I saw the video, and I've never done it before. So Moldova, you've done a first. You have actually made me increase my score twice during the video. That has been Moldova. Coming up next, it is one of my favourite countries once we get outside of the UK, and that is Sweden, because I absolutely loved ABBA. Oh, I liked ABBA before. They were cool. We will be back very soon with the Swedish preview. I've not heard it yet, so again, it's going to be a first when I do listen to it. That was Moldova. Sweden's coming up. This has been LTID TV. I've been Fozzie. Thank you. See you in the next one.